Well, it's another rainy day outside, so I'm going to take some time and see if I can tidy up this mess of strawberry runners. These were runners taken last year and put into little 3-inch pots, stood in a watering tray, and they've been there ever since. I think some of them, the runners put on runners sitting in this tray. It's definitely time they were tidied up and given slightly bigger pots or planted in the ground. For now, I'm just going to repot them. So hopefully in an hour I'll have tidied up this strawberry mess and made them look a lot more respectable. So taking each of my strawberry plants one at a time, I'm going to tidy them up, tip them out of their original pot. Oh, look at all those roots, lovely. And then I want to remove anything that's brown and dead. Now some of them you can just pull off, well that's holding really tight, and others don't want to leave the plant. If you can pull it off easily, that's fine. But if it's hanging on tight, I'm going to cut it with the scissors. This is actually a runner. This runner made a runner. Now this leaf is not looking too happy, it's starting to die back, so I'm going to take that off as well. Another runner here. And a leaf. Push our debris out the way. Now we have a much healthier looking plant. It was very healthy before. Now we have a much tidier looking plant. Let's give it a new, larger pot. Now I don't want to pot it any deeper than it already is. This soil level is perfect for this plant. There's a woodlouse, you can go. So I want enough compost in the bottom of my new pot to raise this up. And actually we're slightly off centre, so I'm going to push my strawberry plant as far to one side as I can so I can centre it in my new pot. The plant doesn't care, but I prefer it in the middle. Gently packing it around the sides, not too harsh, just enough to stop it wobbling around. There we go. That looks much nicer, much more presentable. Now to get on and do the rest. This pot I see has actually got 2 different plants in it. So I'm going to see if I can separate them. They might be pretty well entwined though. Perhaps I'll just leave them together. First, let's give it a go and see. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's really tight. This was a bigger struggle than expected. They were much tighter together than I thought they were going to be. Ugh. Oh, there we go, got it. Oh, not bad. Not done too much root damage. It's still got all of this nice and strong. So 2 plants in that tiny pot. Poor thing. Let's give them some space. Just the same as the others. Tear or cut off all the dead bits. I'm going to cut this leaf. And there's our new plant ready for potting up. So just like our first one, we don't want to plant them any deeper than they were already growing. So a good base of compost in the bottom of our new bigger pot. And then pack it in around them to keep them nice and stable. This one's already got flower buds on it. Oh, the woodlouse. They seem to be busy in here today. A bit more in the bottom of that one. Now to plant that second one super fast. The joys of video, speeding things up. There we go, 2 for the price of 1. Here we are, all potted up and looking much more respectable. Hopefully after a little bit of TLC, they might reward me with some delicious juicy strawberries. I managed to get 23 plant pots on this particular watering tray, and I ended up with 7 extras. So I've popped them on a different tray at the opposite side of the tunnel. 23 plants on this tray. I had more than I could fit on my tray, so I've got 7 extra plants here as well, giving me a total of 30 freshly potted up strawberry runners from last year.